Hey, so what's up, guys? Yesterday was a 3-1 day. It was another green day. We only had one batter, which was Gunnar Henderson. I shared a bunch of plays on this live yesterday, and only one guy didn't get a hit. Everything else hit for us. I shared a bunch of stuff. There was not a lot to share, actually, and there was only 6 games. And I said it's better to stay away than to force things. So I did actually like the Braves. I said why I like them. And when I went to place the bet for the unders on the RBI, I noticed that it was too high. They were way too high on the RBIs. So what I did instead is I parlayed it together with the Braves and the two batters. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to give you guys two plays in baseball, and then the batter props I'll throw into the free channel, and I'll talk about that as I go along. So we're coming up with a much better system. Everything is aligning. We've been winning a lot of days. If you look at my previous videos, you can see all the receipts, and I'm sharing a lot of stuff right on this YouTube channel. If you're on X, go to the link in the description and then click on the little play button, and then that'll get you over to YouTube. So what's up, Bob? All right, guys, let me get right into it, man. There's some very good teams that I like today. There's something called a Crosstown Classic. I'm from Chicago, so for me it's very clear. It's the Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox. Every year they do this. It's a Crosstown Classic. So they'll do 3 games in the Cubs Stadium, and then they'll do 3 games in the White Sox Stadium. And they're doing that pretty much for all the teams. Like I forget the word that they call it, but it's like let's say like the Yankees versus the Mets, for example. I forgot the wording that you use. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that I don't like these type of games. To be honest, I really don't. But there's too many clear indications on who's going to win these games. So I'll give those to you now. I'm going to stop talking about it and just show you. Let me get right into it. So right here, guys, real quick, like I said, it's a 4-day winning streak. I'm going to give you guys 2 plays in baseball, and then all the batter props I'm going to throw inside the free channel. I've already shared some stuff earlier today with the Phillies, but I'll actually explain them. So right here, real quick, guys, this is what happened yesterday. Rivalry, yeah, thanks, Bob. It's called a rivalry weekend. Rivalry weekend. So I don't like these games, to be honest. I don't like betting on these. I normally skip them, especially with the Cubs and White Sox. But like I said, there's too many clear indications on who's going to win today, and I'll give you those exact reasoning behind why I'm going with them. So again, it's going to be 2 plays right in this video. And this is what I was talking about, guys. I took the Braves, even though I mentioned that I was going to stay away, because when I went to place the bet, I noticed that Jake Myers was too expensive, and so was Cam Smith. So the only way that made sense for me to even place this bet, because even with those 2 bets, it was like minus 350 or minus 300 or something crazy. So I said I'm not gonna pay that for a parlay. So what I did is I took the Braves in addition to the 2 batters. All right, so that hit. The reason it was less of a payout, let me go right back. The reason it was less of a payout is because this guy got canceled at the last minute. All right. So then again, I took the Braves money line, and I did that with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to get 1 hit. Again, the Vladimir was too expensive, so I did that. And then this is my business partner. He's pretty good. He's very good, actually, with the under. They call them Nerfies, no runs first inning. And then he looks for the best ones on those. And then he actually does a parlay for the under 1 RBIs. But then instead of just being a 1 under RBI, he does a parlay with a under 1.5 on the first innings. So they call them Nerfies. So those were the 3 wins. The 1 loss was Gunnar Henderson from the Baltimore Orioles. So it was still a decent day. Let me get right into it now, guys. So again, 3-1 day. Yesterday was a great day. And here we go. The first one, like I mentioned, was the Phillies. Hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry, this formatting is a little bit off. Give me a second. All right. So right here, so you can see the Phillies. They're projected to win 4.8 to 4. You can also see that they're pretty even. Actually, Phillies are 3 games out of the last 5 they've won. Pirates are only 2 for 5, so they lost the last game right here. So they're 3-5 versus 2-5 for the Phillies. There's a lot of indications here. I've already shared this on the live channel. So if you would have been on the live channel, The link is in the description. Free picks. You would have already got this morning, but I'm going to share the other one that I have as well. So the supporting data right here, guys, is Phillies are 25-18. Pirates are pretty bad at a 15-29. They're not even close to a 500 team. Phillies excel versus left-handed pitchers. So this is very important. They excel versus left-handed pitchers. They have a 3.33 OBA and a 406 on-base percentage. They're facing Haney, which is a left-hander. Phillies also have smashed Haney. Look at this average right here for Schwarber and Castellanos. So these dudes absolutely demolish Haney. Phillies bullpen slightly better than the Pirates. The projected score, like I mentioned up here, is the same as here. Then Phillies probability to win is 78%. So there's also implied probabilities on top of projected scores, and they all match. So also the Phillies line move from 220 to 233. I'll tell you exactly who I'm going to go with. It's going to be the Phillies at a -1, and I'm also parlaying that together with the next team I'm going to talk about. So again, if you want the batter props, go to the link in the description and click on free picks. But for now, like I said, I do like the Phillies at a -1, and these are all the reasons why. Okay, they also have a strong split advantage. Like I mentioned, they go very strongly against left-handed pitching, and not only are they going very strong against left-handers, they've already smashed Haney. So they have a much better left-handed pitching, better record, market support, favorable projections. Everything is aligning towards Phillies. Okay. I hope that's making sense, guys. So make sure you subscribe on this channel right here on YouTube. If you're on X, go to, I'm sorry, this is a little bit off, but go to the link in the description, guys. If you're on X and click on this little, what do you call this? This little play button, that'll take you to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe over there. If you're on YouTube right now, make sure you subscribe. Also, don't snooze on this. This is called Free Picks. That's also in the link in the description. And then that's where I'll post my free picks and my batter props for today. So like I said, the people that were on the free plan would have already gotten the Phillies play earlier today. So you would have had a better line move and a better odds this morning. So I hope that makes sense. All right, now let me go to the White Sox and the Cubs. So you can see this is a big mismatch. The White Sox, there's a lot of indications here that the Cubs are going to take this, and I'll explain exactly how. So the projected score is White Sox are 3.7 versus the Cubs. This is projected scores, okay? This can go either way, obviously. We don't know the future, but these are just projected scores. So the projections from experts are saying that the Cubs are going to win this game. Look at this record. It's ridiculous. 14-30 for the White Sox. Compare that to the Cubs, which actually the Cubs are on a big decline right now. That's another reason I don't like them too much. But overall, 25-19 is not bad. They were winning a lot of games. They were at the top of the OPS record, stuff like that. But now they're on a little bit of a losing streak, and they're kind of coming back from that losing streak. So overall, the White Sox are trash. So I really trust the Cubs in this position, and I'll tell you exactly why again. Cubs are 25-19, just like I mentioned. White Sox are 14-30. The Cubs swept the last time they've played each other. They swept them 3-0. White Sox also have unproven. They're recently 0-10 versus the Cubs. They're very cold. So the Cubs have been smashing the hell out of the White Sox for a long time. Cubs line has moved from a 205 to a 228. There's market confidence growing. Again, the projected scores I've already talked about. The bullpen is a little bit shaky. With the last three is ERA. So again, it's a little bit shaky. So you got to be careful with that. I would not take the -1 or the -1.5 with the Cubs because of this reason. I do like them to win, but I don't like them to cover the spread or to go -1.5. Also, White Sox are pretty bad right here. And like I mentioned, the batting versus the pitching, the splits for the White Sox is horrible as well. So there's also a probability of 75% chance that the Cubs are going to win this. They have been better. They have a better roster. They've been stronger, much stronger versus the White Sox. There's market backing, meaning the line is moving. There's favorable projections. And despite the bullpen, the edge is very clear. So if you don't trust this, you can go with a -5 or first 5 innings if you want. But I'm taking it Cubs money line and Phillies money line. That's the one I'm going to give you guys right there. So Again, how am I playing this? If you wanted this information since earlier, and sometimes you won't catch me live and stuff like that, make sure you get the free picks. The link is in the description, or beastsportspicks.com. And once you click on that, you're going to see where it says free picks. Just sign up right there. And like I mentioned, if you're on X, I see there's about 10 people there. Go to the link in the description, or beastsportspicks.com, where you can even put this little @ symbol, Beast Sports Picks, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. All right. So the last thing I'm going to talk about right here, and then I'm going to explain something for the batter props. But the free 1 month of VIP pass, make sure you send me a text message if you're interested in this. It's a $200 value, and I'm doing it for free for 2 people. So the way you would do that is fill out this very simple form. If you want that form, send me a text to this number, 630-447-9504. I'm not going to show you the form. It's a very simple form. It's literally 3 questions, and it's your name and your email and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get some market research done, and that's the reason I'm doing this. I'm only going to accept the first 100 people. There's already about 25 people that have responded. So once we get the first 100 people, I'm going to give the winner tomorrow. There's going to be 2 winners. So I'll give away 2 free passes for 1 month. Out of those 25 so far, we're only taking the top 100. And then we're going to do a randomizer for those 100 people and pick 2 winners. So again, send me a text message if you haven't done so, and say, hey, I need the link to the form. Somebody did this yesterday. Somebody sent me a text, and they said, hey, I'm missing the link or whatever. And I'll also, you go to I remembered. If you go to the link in the description and click on free picks, the link is actually right there once you sign up right there as well. All right, for the batter props, let me see if he's done with it. We did have a bunch of computer problems this morning, so I'm not sure if he did it or not. Let me see. If he did, I'll go through them right now. So give me a second. I hope I win. Did you fill out the form, Donovan? Donovan is saying that he hopes he wins, but you need to fill out the form. All right, so let's take a look here. So it looks like he's still having a bunch of problems, but he was able to pull this up. So that's good. Here we go. Nick Castellanos, obviously he came up. I was just talking about how heavy of a split this is for him. You can see right there, he's came up to bat 8 times. He's hit 6 times. So that's a .700 against this batter, or against this pitcher. I really like this batter today. There is 2 zeros right there, which means he is hitting at an 80% hit rate, which is still good. Let me delete all of these. So I'm going to go with Nick Castellanos to get 1 hit. Trey Turner, 80% hit rate. He does get about 1 hit recently. He was starting off very strong, but now he's kind of like leaning off a little bit. It does show me that there's a bunch of zeros here, but I'm going to confirm that actually. So I'm going to delete these. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is find the batters that are going to get one out. Who's out? Who's out, Bob? Trey Turner? Trey Turner or Judge? All right. So Nick Castellanos is out. Okay. All right, I'll check it out right now. So I'm going to confirm this anyway, but we'll check it out. So this guy, Aaron Judge, says he's been up to bat 3 times and he's got 0 hits. So I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip this guy. Mountcastle, he went up to bat 5 times. He's got 0 hits. So normally, I don't want to force anything, but normally I would go and confirm this inside of Outlier, but I'm not going to do that here. Xavier Edwards, this dude hit for us yesterday. You can see he got a hit right there. He did come up to bat twice, and he's got 0 hits. Just because he got hit for us yesterday, I'm going to confirm that one. I'm going to go into Outlier, and I'll go to Xavier Edwards. All right, so for Xavier Edwards to get 1 hit, all I'm doing at this point is confirming that if he has information based against this pitcher, which he does, it's three at-bats, 0 hits. I don't like that. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to delete him. Now that I'm in this window, I'm going to go to Judge, make sure Judge is the same. Aaron Judge. All right. Want to make sure. Yep. He went up to bat 3 times. He's got 0 hits. Sorry, I'm not sharing. All right. There it is. So what's the number to text you for the form? Somebody's asking about texting me. Text me to this. Take a screenshot. 630-447-9504. If you want the free picks, guys, go to the link in the description. Click on free picks also. All right. Let me keep going here. So Aaron Judge is off the table. Josh Naylor. Let me take a quick look here. Zeros. It says zeros. Let's go back. Scott is saying he wants a strong parlay. I just gave you a strong parlay. It's the Phillies and the Cubs. Josh Naylor. That's actually at a plus 110, I think it was. Plus 110 odds for the Cubs and the Phillies. I got him at a plus 110 for both of them. All right, you can see his 80% hit rate right here, Josh Naylor. Why is this not loading? Give me a second. I guess that's all the data they have on him. All right, so that looks good. Josh Naylor. Manny Machado. He's got 0 hits. 0 at-bats over here. So let's take a look. Manny Machado. This dude is hitting at 100% hit rate. You can see right there, 2 hits on the last game. He's been smashing for sure. He's exceeded this line 14 straight games. What is the splits on this guy? Let me see. There is no splits on this guy, so I guess this Colic, actually the Seattle L. Evans, he's decent, but he hasn't gone against Machado, so he does have a decent ERA and stuff like that, but I do like this guy has been crushing it. So I'm going to take Manny Machado as well. There's only 2 more guys, Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani. So let's go back. Freddie Freeman. Where the hell is this? Give me a second. Freeman. Freddie Freeman. So 80%, it's a little bit iffy right here towards the end over here. He did get 2 hits on the last one. That's decent. He exceeded this 17 of the last 19 games. There is no pitching splits between him and the pitcher. Yeah, I like this. And then Shohei Ohtani. All right, Shohei Ohtani right here, 90% hit rate. He did get 3 hits here, 2 hits here, 2 hits here, 2 hits here. So this dude is decent as hell. He's exceeded this 11 of the last 12. He doesn't have any splits data with the pitcher, but overall this is fire. Let's keep going here. So let me kind of filter this out real quick, and then I'm going to go and confirm this. Nick Castellanos. Bob says he's not playing. Let me see if he's now off the board here. He's still on the board here. Yeah, he's still on the board. I can get him on DraftKings and Sleeper and stuff like that. So he does have a very crazy average right there. So I'll leave him on there. And if he doesn't end up playing, then he doesn't end up playing. But it is what it is. He is getting a very high percentage there against the splits. So these are the batters that I'm going to go with for one hit. All right, I'll clean this up later, but these are the batters that I'm going to go with for one hit. And I'll clean this up and send it out inside the free channel. Again, if you haven't done so, go to the link in the description, click on free, or go to beastsportspicks.com. And once you do that, you're going to get the alerts when I post these batter props for today. I'm not going to share these RBIs. These are going to be for the VIP members. So I'm going to go through this right now after I get off this live. But normally these under RBIs have been like almost like 95% hit rate. Believe it or not, it's been ridiculous. I have a couple of videos that I created explaining how I do all of these batter props. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you subscribe. I constantly post a lot of value, and I'm going to stop kind of doing. I'm going to stop doing so many free picks like this, like as far as like explaining every play, and I'm going to give more value on how I find these batter props and these plays and stuff like that. So DP is saying, why am I not in the Discord? What do you mean, why am I not in the Discord? I literally posted today. So I'm not going to go through it right there, but I'm inside there. I do comment sometimes. I do have a business partner. He's the one that handles the Discord. So if that's what you're referring to as far as me commenting back and forth all day, I don't do that. My business partner does. I focus more on doing this kind of stuff and the videos and promoting the channel. But I am in there actually, so I do share a lot of stuff as well. I hope that answers your question. And this guy's saying, Parlay King. Yeah, it's been very good, man. We have literally, I explained this before. We had it was a 13-day winning streak. Then it was a break-even day. Then we had a 6-day winning streak, and then it was a break-even day. Then we had another 6-day winning streak. Then we had one loss. So if you do those numbers, it was 25 days winning and 1 day losing. And now we're back up to a 4-day winning streak again. So do the numbers. That's 30 winning days versus 1 losing day. If that's not enough to get you to subscribe and sign up for the free stuff, I don't know what will. But either way, I'm here for it. And like I said, I appreciate every one of you. Go to the link in the description, guys. Let me just kind of share exactly what I talked about real quick. I'm going to kind of recap. Let's take a look. So these are all the batters that I'm going to take to record one hit. Okay. So one final thing I did want to mention, actually, now that I'm here, is I talked about this today. I sent a message this morning. If you go down to where it says here, the final edge, I'm actually going to rename this to what the hell, the sharp edge. Basically, the information I shared, such as this right here, this information here, this is actually going to show up on your inbox and your email, and that's called the sharp edge. And basically, you're going to get these sorts of plays, and they're all explained, and they tell you exactly why I'm going with these plays. Now, you can make your own choices. You can do whatever you want, but like I said, that's called a sharp edge, and that's in the link in the description. And you'll see it says right there, sharp edge, and you're going to get these alerts on your email and your inbox. So then you can make better decisions. Now, it's not going to be every single game. It'll only be where there's edge. There's an edge there. So like I said, I'm doing a form that people are filling out, and I'm getting some market research done like that. And a lot of the people are saying, I want to learn how to read this data. So I'm trying to do it as simple as possible. I'm trying to explain to you how simple it is to read this stuff. Now the line move is a little more complicated. I can make a whole new video on how to read line moves and stuff like that. But this is pretty basic information here, and it's just literally just telling you exactly that the Cubs are very strong. That even gives you a verdict, stuff like that. But at least you'll have the data that backs up my plays and how I'm coming up with these things. So I hope that makes sense, guys. That's the link in the description, and then go to where it says the final edge. It's going to be renamed to the sharp edge. Sports betting insights. Okay. So anyways, guys, make sure you get the free stuff right here. Don't snooze on that. And I'm gonna actually, like I said, I'm gonna share the batter props inside the free channel today. I'm gonna share whatever else comes up, and then I'm waiting for my business partner. He usually comes up. There's a lot of games today, so I'm sure he might come up with something, and then I'll post that in here as well. So make sure you get signed up for the free picks right here. And if you want, don't deal with any of this crap. Like you don't want to listen to any of my videos. You don't want to watch anything. You don't want to like do your own research. None of that crap. You just do your VIP pass right here. 1 day pass, 1 week pass, 1 month pass. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get off now. Like I said, I'm taking the Phillies money line. I'm taking the Cubs money line. And then I have another play that I threw into the VIP. And then I have some batter props that I just shared, which I'm going to throw in right now. And then I'm about to hop off of here and I'm going to do the under RBIs. That's also going to go inside the VIP. So thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you all. Make sure you get the free picks inside the link in the description. Thank you, man. Let's have a great day.